So, Neil, we've come to the end of the second day. We've come to the end of the second Global Heart Hub Unite. Can I ask you for your impressions of the day and the overall summit? You're on mute.
Apologies. Firstly, I just want to express our sincere gratitude to all of the panelists. With over 40 individuals, stellar presentations over 2 days, people giving of their time and knowledge and expertise. And so it's been an enormous learning experience. So thank you to everybody for that. I guess in terms of the objective of this 2-day program, or objectives rather, were, I guess, firstly to unite the patient community, because we've recognized that we need to create a united voice for those living with or affected by cardiovascular disease. And we want to build this community and connect the community. We want to inform, and doing this by learning from each other, learning from experts, sharing knowledge, particularly in best practice. And we want to inspire and to see the potential of the power of the patient voice, the empowered patient voice. And all of those objectives align with the objectives of the Global Heart Hub, or the mission of the Global Heart Hub, which is really 2 key things. 1, create a community, and 2, through that community, ensure the best possible outcomes for patients and carers. And throughout the 2-day program, I think we have seen that there are great examples of great effort, of great individuals. And to this latest conversation this afternoon, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. And, you know, in some of the presentations today, I was particularly taken by Elisabetha's presentation of a small parents organization or parents association, which over a period of, I think, 42 or 43 years grew to become the biggest hospital in Italy. And to me, that just shows you the scale of possibilities. And sometimes as small organizations, we get frustrated by how long it takes to do things or how slow things are moving. And for me, I would be taking from today and yesterday a real sense of not to focus exclusively on where we are, but to focus on where we can be, and to realize that there is so much that we can achieve, because there are great examples, and you've had them here again this afternoon, of what can be done with perseverance, with determination, and with people who are really focused on what this whole thing is about. So I think it's been a really informative 2 days, and I hope those who have joined us, and we've had over 400 people across 55 countries on our second outing. This is our second such event. As an organization, we're only 3 years old. So again, going back to Elisabetha's presentation, the future is really promising.
Thank you, Neil. As you said, this is the second year. How has this year's summit evolved since last year? How did you change it? And what do you hope for the future of Unite and the summit for next year?
Well, that's a very good intro to what happens next, which is that all of those who have attended this summit will receive the opportunity to complete an evaluation form, if you will, a survey, because last year we took all of the feedback from the survey, and that's what informed this year's program. So I am hopeful that what we presented over the last 2 days is what those who were attending last year were interested in. And so this is very much about patients and for patients. So the program has been informed by patient advocates and carers who joined us last year and had some suggestions, and the same will be the case going forward. We want to learn from the feedback that we get, so we encourage people to complete that survey when it reaches it. It'll only take a few minutes.
Excellent, thank you. And hopefully this is number 2, but it's not the last. And the Global Heart Hub Unite Summit will be a key feature of the calendar in November every year, and we hope to rendezvous with a bigger and stronger audience at the same time next year.
Exactly, and it may not take the same format. It's like what has been suggested already. You have to constantly keep it. It's a moving target. You got to keep changing things up and being responsive and as best we can, whatever the needs are. But the underlying message here is that in the cardiovascular world, we have for a long time missed the connectivity of patient organizations, and we have missed the potential of having a united voice in addressing so many unmet needs. And now we're learning from observing other disease areas what can be achieved when the community comes together. So really, it's about getting together, being together, and being focused on making a difference. And events like this allow us to get together and to learn from each other. So whatever shape or form it takes, we intend to continue in this vein.
Thank you very much. And of course, in addition to saying thank you to our wonderful participants and our amazing speakers, there's a whole technical team and the members of staff of the Global Heart Hub who made this such a smooth experience. So we want to say a warm thank you to them for having put together this program and held our hand through all of the technical connections over the last 2 days. So thank you to the technical team and your staff.
And Tamsin, absolutely, I'd like to be associated with those thanks. Again, to reiterate our very sincere thanks to all the speakers, to you, Tamsin, as an excellent moderator, yet again, really appreciate the time and effort you put into preparing and being with us today. I want to thank all those who took the time out to attend. We've mentioned our sponsors earlier on. We want to really recognize their support. But as you mentioned, there's a whole behind the scenes team. I'm blessed to have colleagues like Olive Fenton, Maureen Boyle, Jackie Opier, Deborah and Joanna from our comms team. And of course, the platform providers. Thanks to everybody for making this such a great event.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.